So here we are again on the landing page. In this video, we're going to look through the task board in more detail. So I'm going to select this project that's got quite active tasks in real time. So if I look on the left-hand side here, they'll have the boards. You can basically organize this section by many different ways. The simplest way would just be basic tasks, but when you're setting it up, you basically select a template, and we are using I think a basic agile template. So it provides some of these categories for items such as bug, epic, feature, issue, task, test case, and user story. So we use these to sort of break up the kinds of tasks, but you can configure this however you want. We, in this project, are set up for sprints, so we fill everything into the backlog that needs to get done, and the backlog is immediately filtered by feature. And you'll see here that under each feature, we also have a set of user stories, and then under the user stories we have tasks. And like I referenced in another video, I can come off of any of these and begin to create new branches and start pulling that branch locally, make the changes and push it back in, and then that would close off this task. So you can really set this up to automate those reports. If you are using sprints like we are, on the right hand side here you get a bit of planning information where you can see how many tasks, how many stories are in each of these sprints. There's ways, we haven't rated these stories for complexity yet, but once we give them a number rating, then we can also see here how much development capacity will be required to execute all the tasks that are in that sprint. And yeah, this is basically the setup. You can, the more you have set up in here, the more you can see on the reporting side. And on the left-hand side, you can also just drill down into your sprints specific and use this as more of a Kanban board. So this is how we operate during the sprints, during our daily stand-ups. And you'll see here that it's all context and centered around the tasks that are in this iteration. And we have here on the outside of it the user stories and then the tasks, and then we can just drag these around just like a typical Kanban board. And then this can also close off tasks like this. Then other layers of stakeholders like project managers or testers would also get access to this to see when certain tasks go into certain statuses so that their part can get picked up. Yeah, see here, if we assign the activities here, this is where we'll end up getting more capacity planning and things like that. And let me open up this menu and see if there's anything else. Yeah, you can set up advanced queries to go into your tasks and see, you can share those queries. We're not going to get into too much detail here, but it's just a little query builder here where you can set some criteria of, like, work item type, for instance, is equal to bug, and state is equal to, let's say, in planning, and then we can actually run that query, and there aren't any that match that at the moment. Let's try an any there. Yeah, I think we do have 3 bugs logged. So you can build these queries, then you can save them, you can share them. So you can build any report that makes sense to your own workflow and work cycle. And then the final thing would just be to group all of these things into a plan, and that would be a plan that affects the dates and the deliveries of these work items. We haven't used that feature, so I can't really go into that too much, but there's documentation you can check out there. So that's the overview of the boards and how we're using them.